Good afternoon, FA. I'm Corey Chenoweth.
And I'm the McKinley Piper.
And welcome to the news show.
Welcome to this week's edition of FA Today, the most relevant news here at Franklin Academy. Made by FA's very own media production, it delivers important information concerning student life. Now, let's head over to this week's news anchors.
We would like to introduce two new foreign exchange students, Anders and Lorraine. For more information about them, here's Adam Hamilton for more.
Hey FA, we sat down with the two foreign exchange students to ask them about their life back home. Lorena explains what her life is back in France.
I love listening to music, hanging out with my friends, and spending time with my family. I play basketball. No, we can have the permit at 15, but we can drive alone only when we are 18. We don't wear uniforms, we don't have the same schedules every day, and here the days are always the same. While in France we can finish at 3 or 5 and we have longer days.
We asked the host of Lorena, Dara McCluskey, what she is looking forward to this year.
It's a lot of fun. She's like the sister I've never had, so when she got here I gotta like show her around everywhere, show her everything. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. We both like coffee a lot, so we'll go to coffee shops every now and then. And we went to the lake this past weekend.
We also had a chance to speak with Anders' host, our very own Miss Burton, to ask her what she thinks about hosting a student this year.
It was really exciting to meet Anders because we had Skyped a few times, but we hadn't really met in person yet. So being there together in person, I got to see how tall he was and see his, persona and get to chat with him and whatnot. So it was a really fun time. Probably the biggest change would be having to deal with 3 different people's schedules. My husband's a fireman that works long shifts. I have a teaching schedule and things that I do, and then having to figure out carpool for him for soccer, making sure he's got his homework done, making sure we've got meals. I'm used to just feeding me. Now I have to feed him as well. So that's been a really hard thing for me because I'm used to just being on my own.
Next time you see them, be sure to welcome them with a big smile. A lot of our FA students have opportunities for education outside of school. Senior Mia Shang took a look at one of those opportunities. Here's Mackenzie Badamian for more.
Hey Franklin Academy, I'm Mackenzie Badamian. Recently, one of our seniors went to Governor's School over the summer to study Spanish. Here's Mia Shang with more.
The Governor's School is a 5.5-week residential school that takes place over summer in which students are selected to attend either for an academic subject such as math, science, Spanish, or an art such as instrumental music or theater. I attended Governor's School West in Winston-Salem. It was held at Salem College. So you're going to study your Area 1, whichever subject you were chosen to attend for, but also you explore a variety of topics and subjects. There's Area 2, which is like self and society, kind of focusing on your worldview, your beliefs, and then Area 3, which is like a philosophy class, critical thinking, questioning things. I applied through the school. The school notified me and told me like this opportunity is available and you should consider applying. I attended Governor's School for Spanish. That was my Area 1 and I really enjoyed it. My class was very close-knit, only 16 people. My teacher was super nice and I learned a lot, and so I'm really glad that I chose to apply for Spanish because it was an incredible experience for me. Governor's School was an amazing experience for me. I can't even really explain how much I benefited. I grew personally, academically, intellectually, socially, and I'm so glad that I decided to apply and attend. Even though I missed like 3 or so weeks of school and have a lot of makeup work, and that's tough, but I really am glad that I chose to attend.
Be sure to take advantage of those opportunities.
So basically,
Just do it!
I love iPads, this is my problem! And
McKinley, shut up. We're trying to present the news. This week on Tech Tip, 2 Chainz Cheney reveals some important pointers for the iPad to make your life easier.
One thing you definitely need to be able to do is verify that you've actually turned something in to Canvas. When you press the Turn In button, select your attachment, uploaded. It's not actually turned in where your teacher can see it until you have a little icon that shows up underneath with the name of the assignment. Once you see that, you're good. And it might help to leave the assignment page and come back and just make sure it stayed there. If you say turn in and it looks like it turned it in, but nothing actually shows up below that button, it didn't quite make it. You can set up shortcuts for anything that you have to type a lot, or especially really long blocks of text that you don't want to have to type every time. If you go to the settings app, under the general settings and then keyboard, there's a section for keyboard shortcuts. There are two types of updates that you would be able to do on your iPad. You have major releases. Major releases take the first number of the version, like iOS 8, and take them to iOS 9. Major releases change a lot of things. Then you have point releases. And point releases are things like 8.3 to 8.4, where they add new features like Apple Music. And then there are point releases that are like 8.4 to 8.4.1, and those just fix bugs. So if you're updating your iPad, it's okay to do the point releases. It's not okay to do the major updates. You never want to go to a new software version on your own without me telling you.
Welcome to The Recent, a brand new FA Today segment meant to catch you up on every instance of breaking news from the previous 3 weeks. The catch? I've only got 60 seconds to do it, and I'll have a timer for you in the top right corner. And we begin in the ocean, the Indian Ocean. Some debris from Malaysia Flight 370 was finally found. I mean, we think. It's been 17 months, and we all want certainty. Moving on to the Republican debate, and all eyes were on Donald Trump. Right out of the gate, he was the first candidate to even speak, and he currently leads the polls. Jon Stewart finally said goodbye to The Daily Show after an incredible 16-year run. The legendary comedian news anchor will be succeeded by South African comedian Trevor Noah. The U.S. economy added over 215,000 jobs this past month, and the unemployment rate remained a steady 5.3%. Nice job, America! The California wildfires have left many parts of California devastated. While firefighters are doing their best to put out the heat, I don't think they understand that it's actually because of those California girls. Ferguson, Missouri erupted late last week on the anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Gunfire broke out in the streets, causing the county to declare a state of emergency. And finally, some positive news from Chechnya. 3 women claimed they would travel to Syria to join ISIS only if they were given $3,000 to do so. They got the money from ISIS, but never traveled to Syria. Basically, 3 women robbed ISIS, and it was amazing.
Make sure to meet all your senior project deadlines. If you do that, you'll be in good shape. Also, remember your note cards are due on the 31st. I got a star on number 1.
Be sure to be nice to all your teachers. Hey, Mr. Medlin, looking good.
Get it done during flights, not at home.
Hey, Ty, what's up?
No! I can't. I want to help you, Alex. But I must get it done now. Note card number 2. Prioritize. What's due first, you do first. Are you working on your presentation?
Yeah.
Your essay is due tomorrow! What are you thinking? Have you finished your essay? Dingus.
Safety should always come first. Junior Sam Blevins has more insight on this important subject of school life.
Due to the recent surprise fire drills, it is time to brush up on all safety procedures. For a fire drill, walk down silently, follow the exit signs or where your teacher tells you to go. Don't do this. Just don't. For tornado drill, make sure you ball up really tight, like an armadillo. This is not a modeling job. For code 300, turn the lights off. and find the corner where a possible intruder could not see you. And whatever you do not make yourself noticeable by doing flash photography or making loud noises. Now that you know all the safety procedures, I expect all of you guys to practice it at home. I'm just kidding. Just remember all the basic safety procedures. For FA Today, I'm Sam Blevins. Back to the news desk.
So basically, if you trip during a fire and get injured, we are not going to save you.
But we will be there to say, I told you so.
For our Luddy outcomes and wow, or words of wisdom, of this week, Mackenzie tells us what not to do and what to do when showing integrity, courage, responsibility, and kindness.
We often don't think about how the Luddy outcomes and words of wisdoms relate to our everyday student lives. Surprise, surprise, in all aspects of our days, we can practice these morals all the time. Here's what not to do.
Hey Matthew, can I get some help with my homework? No, go away.
Loser.
None of these students in the before clips showed kindness, courage, or responsibility. Kindness, courage, and responsibility tie into unfailing integrity, defined as exemplifying integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral values, while developing trusting relationships. Here's how it should be. A word of kindness is solemnly spoken.
Hey Matthew, can you help me study for the test? No? No, get going.
Do you need help, Jonathan?
I do.
I can help you.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
To see what is right and not do it is a lack of courage.
Yo, Matthew, calm down.
The time is always ripe to do the right thing. On another note, please don't hit the freshmen, upperclassmen, and have a great day, FA.
Wow, that's really inspiring. These traits are very important and should be shown to everyone throughout their day.
That's all for this week, FA.
I'm Nia McKinley Piper.
And I'm Corey Chenoweth.
We hope you have a fabulous week full of learning and hours of homework.
Because this is FA, and that's all we do.
See you on the flip side.
Disclaimer, Corey's not a freshman.
Yeah.